Ready, red, sound on.
It will be A7 first, guys.
6.
Okay.
5 to the open. Lead. 1. Free to red. 2. Track red. 1. Up on red sound.
Tonight on the News Hour.
Top questions for health officials after 3 women who returned from Mexico with flu symptoms
It would be
were
on
sent
number
home.
2. You'll do a double read and then we'll voice the math, right? Carolyn, you'll voice the math.
Are your children at risk? The precautions now being taken at
They'll be coming from B.
Also, an estimated 6 kids is refusing to hand over baby Kaylee to her parents, while her father is demanding to take
I'm going to
her.
have to
and you can take a deliberate run at
Ready under C sound. Track under C. Roll C. Mix. Wide shot on 1 and then 2 with setup. Start your move. Ready 2. Start your move on 2. Resolve 2. Ready, main.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. Carol McKenzie's in for Anne-Marie tonight. We begin with the latest on the flu outbreak, and tonight the World Health Organization has changed the official name from swine flu to H1N1 flu. That's responding to concerns by pork farmers.
Now, here at home, there's another confirmed case, the very first in Toronto. That brings us to a total of 8 cases province-wide. BC has 5 new cases for a total of 11. Alberta confirmed another 4 cases today, bringing it to a total of 6. Nova
I don't think we're
Scotia
going to have the
added
boxes.
4
We're just
to
going to
its
go directly
original
to Sprinter.
4. Quebec has reported its first case. There are now 34
Ready, camera
confirmed
2,
cases
Leslie,
of
clean.
H1N1 across Canada.
Mix camera 2.
Let's get you the very latest on the information on the cases here in the province of Ontario. Our Jackson Proctor is standing by live on Hospital Road. What's the latest, Jackson?
Well, Leslie, no one is really surprised to see more cases of H1N1, or as we've been calling it, swine flu. But at this point, the good news is there are no signs of a broader pandemic either, which means those who have the disease and those who are suspected of having it will not face any sort of strict quarantine measures, at least not for now.
Mix blue sound.
Okay, you're in the package right now.
Hospitals remain on alert for swine flu. Signs warn patients with symptoms to identify themselves to stop the spread, but new cases of the virus keep showing up.
In Ontario, we now have 1 more confirmed case.
The latest swine flu patient is in Toronto, a 30-year-old man who had recently visited Mexico.
Really, we were expecting to have this. It was just a matter of time.
8 Ontario residents now have confirmed cases. All are described as mild. None have required hospitalization. All the patients have traveled to Mexico, but what health officials are watching for now is human-to-human transmission at home.
And there's like fever, body ache.
This Fort Erie woman is one of those who came back from Cancun sick and headed straight to hospital. After chest x-rays and swabs, she was sent right back home. After 4 days in public near children at a home daycare and at a casino, health officials called her and diagnosed her with swine flu.
So you thought we were
Did they know to get you a shot?
My friends have been taking a boyfriend. I went to the grocery store. I went to like a friend's house.
We're going to have to feed Sprinter into the weather system.
Doctors say they urged Justine and 2 of her friends to take voluntary isolation measures. The same advice is still standard for anyone with flu-like symptoms.
It'll be okay.
There are no plans to quarantine suspected or confirmed patients.
Here.
Mexico, we're still saying that go about your normal routine, but be monitored for symptoms. And as soon as you feel unwell, like I said, do the right thing. Stay home.
Doctors admit they fully expect more cases to be diagnosed in Toronto and province-wide. At least 200 samples are currently being tested. Results take 24 to 48 hours. And so you heard the message there from public health officials. Common sense really the key. If you feel sick, stay home. They are watching very closely for more cases of human-to-human transmission. Only one of those in Canada so far. It was in Nova Scotia. If that becomes a broader problem, if the virus becomes more severe, Leslie, that's when we could see quarantine measures put in place that would keep people away from those who are not infected. We're not there yet, and Leslie, officials are saying no need to be wearing masks out in public yet either.
Take box effects, ready 3, Carolyn over the shoulder.
Tonight, you just answered it for us. Thanks, Jackson. Jackson Foster downtown.
Take 3.
Now, the heightened alert over the influenza outbreak, the Toronto District School Board is stepping up
pretty yellow sound.
Examines how the board is handling the developments tonight.
Close quarters and plenty of people, a recipe for the transmission of a possible pandemic.
One of the possible things we would be looking at is what we call social distancing. And that's how do you keep people from being close to each other for periods of time?
One of the unconfirmed victims of swine flu from Durham region was a student at Durham College. That school
I decided we're doing a blur to
plan sending emails to all staff and students. But the final word on closing any school comes from public health.
If you remember, even at the start, that those directions either come from the province or the region of Durham.
Up until now, Toronto parents have been relying on the media for most information.
That item is in Toronto, you do hear something?
Now, parents in Toronto can expect a letter sent home by the school board.
We are not restricting any student who has returned from one of the affected.
2016, the flu crisis, public health officials require that all school boards have pandemic plans in place. These plans, however, are fluid. In 2003, at least 3 schools closed in Toronto because of the SARS outbreak. That kind of decision is a combination of school intellectually and community illness risk. School principals are required by law to report possible cases of any communicable disease. Laura Zelke.
Perfect. See, roll it.
Now, on our website,
Ready, mixing camera 2, Leslie Clean.
you'll find more information on the outbreak, including the updated number of cases, symptoms, and travel advisory.
Mix 2.
In other news now, there's a new twist in the baby Kaylee story tonight.
We're cutting to
This
green here
hospital
with there. It's a
refuses
very
to let
tight
Kaylee's parents take her home, and her father is making serious allegations about the care his daughter is receiving at the
Ready,
hospital.
green
Mark
sound.
McAllister
Track
has
green.
the story.
Take.
They say they've had enough, and they want to take their 6-year-old girl to another facility, no matter the risk to save Kaylee's health.
2.
They're blocking our right to remove our daughter from this hospital, and saying if we do remove her physically,
We put in
putting her in
McAllister
the
for
car seat and transporting her to
We're
Celtic,
going to thank him
that
off
they
here.
will in fact seize her.
We won't use the calendar box
off life
thing so you can
support,
get
but
set
it's still
for
in need
weather,
of
I guess.
oxygen to help her breathe.
No boxes
The
for
parents
microwave
expect to
head.
move their little girl to the Newmarket Medical Facility where she
The
was
double
born
singles will be next
after
for weather.
disputes over the level of care she was receiving from
your
6
right
kids.
shot there, Sprinter.
They don't feel it would be a safe transport.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't agree with them.
That's right.
They need this hospital and they told us that she doesn't need oxygen.
This, the latest chapter in the ongoing saga surrounding Kaylee's case, comes after her father was removed from the premises by security Wednesday. The family complained their baby
Just drop
had
the
been
chroma down
assaulted by
yourself.
staff, providing pictures of bruising on her head. When those charges were dismissed by hospital officials, Wallace took the issue to police.
Any allegation that's made to police, we take seriously. The investigation will be forwarded to a detective. They will read over the information that's provided to them, and they will go from there.
The kids
Yeah, she didn't even have to set up that
in
slide
response to
picture.
the accusations. There are rare occasions when it is necessary to take very unusual steps in order to protect our staff and provide appropriate care for our patients. We have taken measures to control the situation in order to provide that care. Yet the little girl's family no longer trusts her in their care.
They got 5 security following me around the castle everywhere I go. My wife is in tears. And we've had enough of this. We're tired of it, and we have rights as parents to do what we believe is right.
Cute mix.
Now, Kaylee's family at this point has gone to the degree of absolute getting a lawyer involved and also making calls to the Children's Aid Society to try and figure out what they can do next.
Also
have their recent PR firm that's been hired, call a press conference tomorrow afternoon to discuss, quote, recent critical developments. Back to you.
Mark McAllister says thanks, Mark.
Take boxes. Ready, camera
Oh,
4,
it's time
chroma key to
now for a
edit.
check on the forecast, and for
It'll be
obvious
with edit.
reasons, you've moved inside today.
Yeah, actually, and we are expecting a lot of rain over the next couple of hours. Look behind me, Carolyn and Leslie, nothing but blue. In fact, there was a little bit of yellow, and that's indicative of the heavier rain now moving around the Golden
Carolyn,
Horse
you're on
up
3
towards
minutes from
Toronto,
Malin.
and eventually it's going to spread off
Camera
towards
3
the
and
east.
keep
This rain
looking.
began around 4 p.m. Let's take a look right now in downtown Toronto, and you can see a lot of wipers out there for sure, umbrellas as well. We are starting to see puddles ponding on the roadway, so be careful if you still have to get home tonight. The rain should come down hard, and the hydroplanes definitely
You're clear, Sprinter. Thank you.
heavier activity, and it does extend all the way back down towards Windsor. A rumble of thunder, not even out of the question again in a couple of hours. 10 to 15 millimeters of rain expected, a temperature of 11 degrees. The good news, we are going to be warming up also as the night progresses. So rain for the night tonight. We do have some good news as we head towards the weekend. That forecast coming up, guys.
Ready, 3.
Forward to that part of the forecast.
Okay, here we go.
Take 3.
Well,
Ready,
today
single
was a
box,
crucial
3
deadline
and
for the
assign
future
2
operations of Chrysler. And tonight, it looks like all of us have a small stake in the company.
Take box 6.
Queen's Park
You're in
reporter
box 6.
Sean Mellon
Ready,
will
sign
tell
2,
the latest
edit.
development. Sean.
Good evening, Carolyn. Yes, you and I are about to become shareholders in a sputtering automaker. Spartan Ottawa are proposing to invest almost $3.8 billion worth of taxpayers' money to keep Chrysler from driving off a cliff. At Bob Bannerman Chrysler, the Jeeps could soon be sharing space with Fiat Compacts. The Italian automakers